So it's March 28th, 2018. I just framed this drawing I did. I did the drawing a year ago. I just got it back from the framer, and it's called the Sea Beasties and the Sailing Ship St. Louis, 1939. And I did it for tolerance education about immigration for like early childhood ages, let's say like 5 through 9. And my friend and neighbor Kibibi Monié is here. Am I pronouncing your last name right?
You must.
Close enough.
You really know me right on.
Monié?
You said Kibibi Monié, that's me.
Who's an educator and accomplished, wonderful, virtuoso singer and so on.
Oh, thank you.
And showing her the drawing here. So I don't know her name. I'm going to try to find out. She was slain by the Nazis.
Okay.
When the ship left Hamburg, Germany in 1939 with about 900 passengers, most of whom were Jewish.
Okay.
He was 19. So he was close in age. He would have been born around 1920.
Okay.
My mother was born in 1919.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's still alive, amazingly enough, at 99.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same year my father was born, 1919.
Really?
Yeah.
And the ship went all the way from Hamburg, Germany, across the Atlantic to Havana, Cuba, where they were hoping to emigrate to, because the anti-Semitism, hatred of Jewish people
Gotcha.
by the Nazis. And only about 20 passengers were allowed to get off by the Cubans.
Okay.
And then the ship passed Miami, and the United States wouldn't let anybody into the United States. Then it went by Nova Scotia, Canada, and the Canadians wouldn't let anybody in. And then the ship went back, and everyone who was on board, which must have been around like 880 passengers still, got out in I forget what city it was in France, and the British took in a bunch of them, passengers who all survived World War II.
Okay.
But the ones who were in France, actually it was in Belgium, France. So a lot of these passengers ended up under Nazi occupation. His name was Klaus Helmut Goldschmidt. He was 19. When he was 22, like 3 years later, he was murdered at Auschwitz, the death camp, Nazi death camp that was in Poland. And so we've got sea monsters. This big one here, this one here, and this big one here.
Right.
And then like some little ones here.
Little piranha-like.
Yeah. And so far I've only shown this with one group of school kids. I'm hoping to line up some presentations here, like in some local elementary schools. So
what do you want? What do you want the students that you're going to be showing this piece to get out of this?
That's a very good question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm going to ask them, when I did the PowerPoint, it was with English Jewish kids in England last year. I had a group of kids ages 4 to 13. I asked them what they thought, why they thought I might have drawn sea monsters, and talking about people who were trying to escape from really bad situations, like people getting killed in war and people not liking them because of their religion or their race or their what language they speak, things like that.
Yes.
So, what am I? Now I forgot your question.
The question was, what do you want them to get out of this, or what do you? What was your message to them?
I'd like school kids, whether it's like 5 to 7 year olds, 8 to 10, younger teenagers, older, whoever, to get an appreciation for the fact that that sometimes people have to flee where they live because they're being persecuted, they're being attacked, they're being slain, and I don't believe any religion would justify turning people away who are in desperate need of refuge. And with all the anti-immigration fervor in this country and in different Western countries, people fleeing, war,
Yes.
horrible famine in sub-Saharan African countries now, along with war and so on.
Yes.
I believe personally, I believe it's completely wrong to turn away people just because of their faith, for example.
I agree.
You know, like Islamophobia.
Or
to
turn
me.
away people, where's your humanity? Because why would you turn away another human being?
Yeah.
Regardless.
Right.
Regardless to the
Yeah.
height
Yeah.
or religion or
Right.
if someone, we're not on this planet to pick and choose who should be saved and who shouldn't be saved.
Right.
We're here to save all mankind, as
Thank
far
you.
as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
All mankind.
Thank you. I agree wholeheartedly. And the fact that so many people are turned away, as is going on currently, specifically because of people's faith, like Islamic people.
I was gonna say,
to me,
yeah.
it's just horrendous, and to me that proves that we've learned nothing from what happened to the mass murder of Jews and Romani and Sinti people, commonly called gypsies by the Nazis,
or
the
Mama
disabled.
Offa. I mean, you know, look at all the millions of people that were brought here from Africa that jumped ship and on and on.
Right,
So to genocide or to be attacking this is just so inhumane to me. The way people are thinking, the way life is so frivolously tossed away like it doesn't matter. That's breaking my heart because it's deeper than hate. Is just too thick. It's too. I smell it. I feel it. You can't escape it now. It's horrible. I hate this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sweetheart. You're very
thanks.
welcome.
I love it.
I love it.
Thank you.